Hey everybody, just a follow-up from last week's video, I found out how to make the Eurobeat stop playing, and it had to do with pulling this fuse right here. It's a 10 amp fuse, sits right next to the radio, but it sits perpendicular to it. So if you just want to drive the car without Eurobeat blasting 24/7, then just pull this fuse right here and you're pretty much good to go. So anyways, on with the video. Welcome back to the Fast Track. This week, we finally make our return to the world of Gran Turismo, racing at one of its most iconic tracks, the Grand Valley Speedway. Originally titled Prawn Speedway during its development, this track was a stalwart staple of the series, appearing in every game up until Gran Turismo Sport in 2017. The track, at least as we're racing it today, would never be seen again though. Series creator Kazunori Yamauchi, in an interview with GT Planet, pointed to scaling issues with certain places and items that made porting and or redesigning tracks like Grand Valley into future games a long and meticulous task, hence its absence from GT Sport. Aside from that though, there really isn't much to say about the track's history without going into pedantic items like background scenery and advertising boards, as both the main layout and the east layout that we'll be racing on this week both remain largely unchanged throughout its 27-year history, save for a reimagined version of the track set on the real-life California Highway 1, racing Gran Turismo 7 as part of Update 1.29, released on February 21st, 2023. Though aside from its name and a largely similar but not exactly replicated track layout, shares almost none of the visual characteristics of its inspiration. Me personally, I'm okay with both versions, but if I had to choose one over the other, I'd take the original in a heartbeat, and you're gonna see why when we look at this week's Hotlap. The braking into turns 1 and 2 will be hard and trip you up if you lock the rears. Ease the car into the corner, use the banking of 2 to your advantage if need be, and gently get back on the throttle. The rest of Sector 1 is much more chaotic. Start by keeping left and swinging the car right as you crest the hill, using all of the track and then some as you slow the car down for turns 5 and 6. Compromise your line out of 6 so you can get on the throttle early for 7. After that, have a short breather through the tunnel. Mind the massive shoulder on the entry to 8, balance the car through the corner using the throttle, catch the exit curb and keep it there through 9, braking at the second to last indicator on the left for 10. Keep the rear in check getting back on the throttle, hold it flat through 11, and you've survived a lap. If the Hotlap didn't already highlight this, there's a lot going on with this track. Though it is plenty wide enough for 2 cars all the way around the track, 3 if you're insane, or me, you'd be hard-pressed to keep things that way with how little runoff there is should you or your opponent try to push you to the outer edges. Make your moves to the point and clear the other driver ASAP. Easier said than done, I know, but ultimately it's up to you to make it to the finish. Speaking of, here's all the details you'll need to do so. And that's it for this week. Tune in next week for yet another fictional track, Live at Glen. But until then, like, comment, subscribe for more, good luck, and I'll catch you all next time.